has 3 minutes to speak, and I'm going to start calling the names. First is Joanne Borden.
Good afternoon. The Republican Party and the Conservatives proclaim equal rights for everyone. I quoted them here. The Tea Party says, quote, "We envision a nation where all Americans are treated equally." The Nassau Democrats filed an amendment to unambiguously give transgender people equal protection under the law. I ask you, who is left? Without exception, everyone agrees all people should be treated equally. The Republicans in this chamber alone insist the word gender in our law gives transgender people equal protection. But every definition of gender disagrees and says gender is the state of being male or female. Nothing about transgender people. The ultimate authority, the county attorney, says, quote, "The code does not explicitly protect individuals based on their status as transgender." Someone might interpret gender to include us, but interpretation is maybe, and maybe is inequality. Your refusal to define one word to unambiguously protect us from discrimination signals evil people that it's okay to harm us and makes you their willing partner. Transgender people need this law because we live in daily fear of our jobs and the ability to support our families regardless of how hardworking and diligent we are. Your simple action can end that fear. Scientists prove over and over and again this very year that we are born with transgenderism just like left-handedness. We have no choice. Equal protection for everyone is proclaimed from the political far right to the far left. Are there some hypocrites, some evil people that prevent you from doing what is right? I don't understand what's so hard about including a gender definition in our law that merely clarifies the law so the public agrees with your belief that we are protected. It compromises nothing and is the most benign, the most universally agreed to principle, and represents the most basic American creed ever presented to you in an amendment. The Gender Clarification Amendment removes the existing doubt to equality under the law. So I ask you once again, pass it now. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Legislator Szilagyi.
Joanne, I want to thank you very much for coming here today and for, again, raising this very important issue. I would also like to thank you because I recently attended a conference in California on this issue in which I spoke on this issue, and Nassau County is definitely behind the times, and as a result, an entire class of people will go on without protections in the law. And I would like to let you know that, there is a movement steadily growing to hopefully change this. And it's unfortunate that the county charter defines numerous terms but fails to define gender. But I thank you very much for raising this. And with you coming here, it gives me the motivation, the courage to take on this fight. I think this is a very important civil rights fight. I think that those who fought for civil rights in our country envisioned a country, dreamed of a country in which many people would have rights, and not just African Americans and Jews who fought in the civil rights movement. So I want to thank you very much, and that the struggle continues, and I will do everything in my power I can to convince my colleagues to create more gender equality here in Nassau County. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Legislator Jacobs.
Joanne, I just want to say something to you. I don't know how long did we meet each other? 4 years ago? We're trying for this.
A little over 4 years.
And again, I want to reiterate to anyone new in the audience that obviously when we passed what we thought was the best we could do as far as human rights, we certainly all thought, and I want you to know this because it's important because some of the members up here have been here as long as I have, we thought we covered everything. There was never an intent to leave out a definition. If I had any idea that that definition would have clarified this to make transgender part of the gender law, obviously it would have been done, and it would have been done without a murmur, because we covered everything we could think of. And I really apologize to you. I have no idea why this isn't happening, because the line we want to put in is very nondescript, except that it gives the same definition that the Suffolk and New York City has. So there's no reason not to continue the fight, because eventually everyone will come to their senses on this. I really believe it. I saw it happen when the law was passed. So I have no reason to believe that this kind of thing would be held up for 4 years like it has been. So I'll keep trying.
Yes, it's really unbelievable.
Well, it is.
Because
it is to me.
Discrimination is the foundation for perpetuating prejudice. And we shouldn't be prejudiced, not in this country.
Well, you've explained to us where this comes into being. The truth of the matter is I understood, may not have agreed, but I understood that there were two ways to read our law. Some people felt because we mentioned gender that it does include everything, including transgender. But you're saying that without that extra line, it doesn't. And I feel like it's a minor change. We're not even talking about rewriting a law. We're talking about a small amendment to a law.
Yes, 4 years ago, I thought the difficult task would be to get somebody to propose a law or an amendment.
You got that within a week.
And I thought getting it passed would be easy because there's nothing more American. And only evil people will be harmed, won't be able to be as evil as they were before if we include transgender people in the law. It's only evil people that will notice any different.
Nobody will notice anything. It really is. That's how silly this is. It's nothing. It's just a clarification of one line. That's all it is. Let's see. Let's not give up, okay?
So, Norma, what's the problem, Norma? Ms. Gonzalez, what is the problem? I know you don't answer questions. Thank you.